Welcome to Journey of Faith, Homeschooler to Business Owner, episode number 3. I'm your host, Renee Berry. Reading is something that I learned to be very important in bringing up children, so I decided I would read to my children while they were in my womb. How often I did this, I don't recall, but it became such a practice that when they were born, there was such a love of reading with them that the libraries in our areas were one of their favorite hangout spots. They were able to get their own library card and take out as many books as they wanted. Every night, books were read to them before they went to bed. Throughout our day, books were read, and as we drove here and there, I would have audiobooks playing in the car. Some of their favorite books were Goodnight Moon by Margaret Wise Brown, The Story of Ferdinand by Monroe Leaf, I Love You Forever by Robert Munsch, and every Bernstein Bear book ever written by Mike and Jane Bernstein. The main book in our homeschool was the Bible. Throughout their homeschool experience, their curriculum was Bible-based. Even though we had several subjects like math, for instance, it was not Bible per se, but we would discuss things like tithes and offering, which is something that is math related. Every morning we started our Bible and prayer and praise between 8 and 8:45, 15 minutes for prayer and praise and 30 minutes for the Bible. As my boys began their preschool years, we started with a curriculum called Before 5 in a Row for ages 2 through 4. I absolutely love this curriculum because of its hands-on nature. My boys were very visual and kinesthetic learners, which means they actively participated in what they were learning. It helped them to remember what they were learning as well. What Before 5 in a Row consisted of was, again, books. Not just any old books, but books that were classics like The Runaway Bunny, The Carrot Seed, Corduroy, Caps for Sale, We're Going on a Bear Hunt, The Snowy Day, Katie, No Pocket, and Blueberries for Sal, to name a few. There were unit studies that went along with each book that we just picked up from the library, by the way, with fun activities to help you remember the story. We would sometimes top it off with a field trip somewhere. Age 2 through 4 is the best age, a critical age for learning and storing all the information you can in those little minds. The greatest stories ever told were those in the Bible. Some of these stories were acted out by my boys. One of their favorites was the book of Esther with Haman, who was a court official for King Xerxes, and Mordecai was Esther's uncle. Haman was the mean old man who hated the Jews and tried to get rid of them, but the tables were turned and he was gotten rid of. Boy, was there a lesson in that story. I can remember my youngest always saying, Haman's going to the gallows. We can't forget the story of David and Goliath. As the boys learned about these characters, they also saw it dramatized with videos. Yes, they were lovers of the videos. VeggieTales was very popular in their day. VeggieTales betrayed a lot of the Bible stories in a way that kids, and I might add adults as well, sang and danced to these never-forgotten stories and songs. I can go on and on with the stories of the Bible that taught our children about our Savior. What life lessons! Yes, reading is a way of opening and broadening the mind, making it possible to see beyond our everyday surroundings, seeing places and people as never before. So yes, reading to the belly. It's never too early and it's never too late. Reading is truly fundamental. I hope I've encouraged you, if you haven't started, to grab a book and get started with your kids as a parent or as grandparents. The earlier, the better. Thanks again for taking the time to listen to Journey of Faith, Homeschooler to Business Owner. I look forward to spending time with you in the next podcast.